Come here, Mr. Brollow.
Okay.
Look at this. Do you think we have enough, Brollow? Look at this.
Why are there so many?
Think we have enough?
God. You're probably wondering, why would you possibly need so many furnaces? Well, for this vanilla monthly wipe, my friend Harvest and I had the ambitious goal to get 1 million sulfur in vanilla rust. So, with the help of 20 paid farmers from Fiverr and their not so motivational leader Fancior,
today you are all peasants and nothing more than a peasant.
within a span of 24 hours and by day 4 of wipe, we successfully farmed 1 million sulfur, marking us the first people to do this completely in vanilla. But now the question that still stands is, what exactly am I gonna do with 1 million sulfur? I mean, I've basically hit the lottery. I have everything I could ever want, and I don't have any enemies to raid. So yeah, and not to mention there is one big issue. Having this much sulfur not only makes us the richest group on the server, but it makes us a massive target, and anyone can come along and take it from us. So the only thing I can do is, well, try to use it all within the next 24 hours.
Thank you guys for absolutely farming all this sulfur.
Yeah, of course. But now what do we do with it, Harvest? What do you want to do?
What do you do when you're this rich? When you're the richest person on the server? What else is there to get?
Bro, I have no idea. You're probably thinking, why don't you just raid with it? Well, as I stated earlier, we are 4 days into this wipe, meaning there are tons of massive bases all around us, and we didn't want to just raid any base. So we came up with a plan to split up our team into 2 efforts. One group, including myself, would sit back at base to cook the sulfur, while the other group, which was led by my friend 𝐃𝐢𝐤𝐤𝐿, would go out looking for any possible raid target. Then we agreed we would only raid the ones that were either toxic, roof camping, racist, or, well, deserved it. Okay, so this right here is 48,000 sulfur, and in total we have 22 other boxes just like this one. That's exactly 1,056,000 sulfur, and I have to cook pretty much all of it, but I'm gonna leave at least 4 to 5 boxes uncooked for any possible trades I may want to do. But for now, I'm gonna be cooking sulfur for a long time. You know, we've smelted this a lot quicker than
Yes, dude, it's quick.
This is nutty. Holy shit.
It is very amazing.
We had just spent the last 3.5 hours smelting sulfur and crafting gunpowder, but we weren't done yet. In fact, in order to craft rockets, we would need to start making explosives, costing us 50 GP, 3 low grade, 10 sulfur, and 10 metal frags per craft. However, while we had way more than enough sulfur and GP, we were fucking broke on low grade. So the only best thing we could do was to raid for it. And with that in mind, I went to check out a potential raid target. They had some very questionable things to say. Jeez, why is this server so laggy right now? You know what servers aren't as laggy as this one? Well, Pine Hosting. While I check out this base, let me tell you why.
And they're online. They're online too.
Oh yeah. Pine Hosting has servers all around the globe. You could have a high-performing and affordable server within minutes. Not to mention, their server panel is super easy to use and to understand. Plus, if you're tired of toxic players like this little fella...
Oh, who the f are you doing over here, man? Dumbass little f.
As a server owner, you could build the type of community that you'd want and ego ban all the toxic players like this guy.
I hope you've reached the happiest point of your life just to find out you got diagnosed with.
They also have a built-in 𝐸mod plugin installer that takes only 1 click, making it simple and easy for adding all the plugins of your liking. They even have an AI feature that detects any errors or conflicts that might interfere with your server. And best of all, you can use code Brollow at checkout for 30% off, or use my link in the description below. Thank you, Pine Hosting, for sponsoring this video. Okay, I think we found ourselves a raid target.
Yeah, let's raid these guys, bro.
So, with the raid target in mind, I called in my group and used the last of our low grade to make rockets. What is this guy saying right now?
Where would that be?
Okay, I'm gonna blow through doors.
I don't know where my base is.
MG himself, jail himself.
They got C4?
Just gotta go.
Go, we gotta do this, yeah.
Go.
What?
Alright,
Oh, we threw it out.
They're both dead. Doors open.
Yes.
Oh my god, like 1,000 crude.
What? Wait, really?
Look under Told tier you. 2.
Wait, where is it at? Oh my god. Yo, the crude! The raid was a success. We evicted a couple toxic players. Is that one of us outside or is that them?
Another fucking shit, man.
And most importantly, we got all the crude oil we needed for making rockets. After returning to base, we immediately began crafting explosives, and as a result, we turned the explosives into rockets. However, this had gone on for almost 2 hours straight, sending some of us insane. He's broken. He's fucking broken.
He's gone.
Stop! It's been 30 minutes.
Has he just been? You just saying the same few lines over and over?
Over and over again. Not even.
It's not so bad.
man's lightheaded right now. At this point in time, we had spent 6 hours cooking, raiding, and crafting. Fortunately, we now had 2 full boxes of rockets, but that's nearly half the 1 million sulfur we set out to use since the beginning. So I figured it was time to check in with my friend Killer and go over all the potential raid targets. Killer, how'd the base hunt go? Did you find any possible raid targets at all?
Oh, bro, there's degenerates everywhere over here. We might as well just raid everybody in this area. In I-9, I found a roof camper that killed me every time I went by. You fucking piece of shit. M13, I walked past and he called me the hard R, so.
My base, you stupid, filthy.
Then you've got the village by Outpost. E10, bro, is just super toxic. So over here in G8, guys, they're call that as well. I-7,
Yeah, if you couldn't guess already, the area all around us was full of roof campers and toxic players. So we began hitting a series of bases. We started out with raiding a few of the smaller ones and then worked our way up. And I hate to say it, but it didn't matter if they were online or not. If they were known for excessive roof camping in the area, they were getting raided. And if they were toxic or well deserving of it, they would of course be getting raided. Anyone who had done wrong by us was also getting raided. We felt unstoppable. Oh my god, oh shit.
This guy's sitting inside of his base right now.
He's listening to the fucking news.
Alright guys, come in.
Yo, he's just listening to NPR sitting in his chair at the fireplace.
Dude, sit down with him, man.
Yeah, everyone get in here.
Nah, this is gonna be the ultimate trap base. Yeah, at this point in time, we had just raided well over 20 bases. And not to mention, we used up all the rockets we had crafted and the ones we profited from our raids, coming out to over 300 rockets, but still leaving over 600,000 sulfur waiting to be used. However, with all the raids we just did, we'll most likely be bringing some unwanted attention back to our base. So with that in mind, allow me to introduce you to my friend Sigbog. He and his team had joined us earlier on in the wipe, and Sigbog had helped us set up an anti-raid detection system, meaning if someone had started raiding us, it would alert us on the Rust Plus app. This would be crucial so that we were prepared for any possible offline raid. So Sigbog, what are these little green things?
So these little green things are called memory cells.
Okay. And what does that mean?
If anyone while raiding were to break these or the corresponding walls they're placed on, it'll send a signal back to the smart alarm. Then you should get a notification on the Rust Plus app.
Oh, okay. But in the meantime, we needed to figure out how to use the rest of the sulfur. I should mention, I did end up giving Harvest 250,000 for something he had plans for, leaving me with 350 sulfur left to go. And I wanted to do something other than just raid. So I thought maybe I could ask some of my creator friends for ideas on how they would use the rest of the sulfur. Okay, so picture this. You have 350,000 sulfur to waste. What do you do with it?
Well, you know how much I like events. Maybe try giving players a chance to win sulfur.
I think you should raid a big old clan base with it.
I'd give it to the people.
I don't know. Trade for some dildos.
Shit, I have no idea.
I would craft it all in HVs.
I know exactly what you could spend the sulfur on.
Yeah? So for the rest of day one, I tried all means necessary to use the rest of our sulfur. I took advice from Fancy Orb and built a rock fighting arena to give players on the server a chance to win some sulfur.
See, I told you!
Congratulations, man.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I built a shop off in the snow to sell sulfur in exchange for other resources, like pipes, metal frags, and low grade, so we could use that to craft more rockets, which was a complete failure because I got raided 15 minutes later.
Yo, Brollow, did your shop in the snow get raided?
Huh? Wait, what do you mean? Bro. I even called in my friend Killer from before to help me deliver sulfur to nakeds on the beach from his minicopter.
What?
And by the end of day one, we had been playing for what seemed to be at least 15 hours straight. And I still had over 4 boxes of sulfur. That's 200,000 sulfur that we still needed to use. But then I took Mimio's advice and gathered my group for one last raid of the day. This base would prove to be our biggest raid yet, and after landing near their compound, I focused on building a raid base, while the others went to scout out the base. But it turned out to be pretty quiet. However, what we didn't know was that they were currently preoccupied with something else.
Start getting the starts. There's a foot right here.
Oh, there is a foot. Okay.
We follow the feet.
Yeah, say we follow the feet. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god, they're all open.
Oh my,
all
what
open.
Yo, no shot.
No
man.
low.
Ooh, low grade. Low grade.
Wow.
Oh my god, under the tier 3.
Jesus, that's a lot of low grade. I guess you could say the raid was a lot easier than anticipated. They had left the majority of their doors open, saving us some rockets. And their loot, well, it was impressive. But we decided to continue rocketing a little further. And then we packed up in the scrappy, ready to leave, until this happened.
Oh no! Oh, that's it! Oh!
Headshot.
Get out of the.
Is everyone alive?
I'm dead. Wait, I'm coming back.
He said he's dead.
Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna risk us all dying.
No, somebody fell out.
Someone just pushed me out.
Oh my god.
Are we leaving?
Do I land? What do I do?
How much?
Like, what do you guys want me to do?
Just land and kill the guys.
We're on the hill.
Just go.
Fuck.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
we're getting
go,
countered,
go.
bro.
The base owners had ambushed us as we were leaving, killing 2 of us. But we decided we'd cut our losses and return back to our base. And by the end of day 1, we had done everything we could to use up 1 million sulfur. However, we still had just under 200,000 left to go, and it was getting late. So we decided we'd call it for the night and log off, hoping that we didn't attract too much attention back to our base. We were offline at 6 AM, only 4 hours after we had logged off for the night. And the raid defense system that Sigbog made for us had notified us, but no one, including myself, would be getting online for another 7 hours. Oh, I got rocket killed by Bob Marley.
So,
Brother, they literally did just top down us. Fuck, man.
yeah.
The guy who offlined us did manage to get most of our loot, but we took what was left and moved it over to Sigbog's base, which was right next to ours. And then my friend pointed out something that I completely overlooked.
Wait, did they get those? They didn't get that sulfur, right? On the right, killer?
The guy who offlined us forgot to finish raiding one of the reinforced windows, which still had almost 2 full boxes of sulfur left in it.
Sulfur. Okay, so we got this whole bottom box, and then this right box.
See? Okay, that's perfect. And I didn't know it at the time, but Harvest had also stashed a good majority of the sulfur I gave him away in the external TCs all around our compound. Sure, this guy did get away with a lot of our stuff, but I would argue that we did deserve this after raiding well over 20 bases in one day. And at this point in time, we were closing in on the 24-hour goal I had set for myself since the beginning. So I decided to gather all the sulfur I had left and took Confusion's advice and went over to Outpost to hand out sulfur to people. Yo, take this. Take it all. You can have it. I don't need any of this.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Wait, come here, Mr. Naked Man. Come here. I got something for you, Mr. Penis Ball 1, 2, 3.
What you got for me, man?
I got you. I got stuff.
What the fuck? I don't even have a base, man. what am I gonna do with this?
Nothing's going on back here. We're chilling. No, nothing. Nothing's happening. I'm trying to get to 100K by the end of this year, so please subscribe. Oh, and one more thing. If you enjoyed this video, maybe you'll like this one, where I teamed up with one of the best tea farmers in Rust. This is 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐿, and he is notably one of the best berry farmers.